This is tutorial number 2 on how to build a popsicle stick house. This is the second tutorial. I'm going to be showing you how to do like a good drywall, and then I'll be showing you how to assemble the walls, which is a very important one. And then in the next video I'll show you how to put the siding on, like the outside siding. So here is the quick drywall. I'll just show you, kind of obvious how to do it, but I'll show you anyway. You could use, I don't know, I've never tried it with paper. You could use paper, I guess, but then it would like bend if you touch it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I got these, where's the thing? This is from Rite Aid, rolled index cards. I actually found them in my closet. And they're pretty strong here, so I would recommend these. And then it's just simple, just mark it and cut. And then when it's time, once you've got it cut right, you're going to want to glue it on. Don't put too much glue, just dots. I put like a dot on each board on the very top, a dot on each board on the very bottom, and then like I'll do every other board in the middle, and then and there you go. So, of course, make sure the lines are facing out so you can't see them when we're done. So that's our first wall. About windows. So this is going to be a window. Of course, we're going to want to cut out the window, so how do we do that? Get a new card and just do it the same way we did the other one, where you mark it. And then once you've got the size right, just put it on there like you would have it glued, and keep your finger there so it doesn't move, and then flip that piece over and just draw where you should cut. Of course, you're going to want to cut a little bigger than the lines you drew. So, and there we go. I've got the window cut out. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to assemble the house once you're done. You're going to make sure, if you are doing the drywall thing, you're going to make sure all of it's on all of your walls. And, yeah, this house, I'm going to make it look like it's like half complete. That's why I only did that. So, you'll see what I mean when I'm done. Yeah, once you're done with all the drywall, if you're going to do that, I didn't when I built that house. That's just all frames on the inside. So, you don't have to. But once you're done, we're going to want to stand the walls up. Now, if you have a floor, it's very simple. You're just going to put glue on the bottom here, and then stick it to the floor. But you have to be careful, because once you put this down, you're going to need to put a little pressure. And once you do that, you can only move it around like this for like 3 seconds, and then the glue's hard and you can't move it. There's no way you can get it off. If you try to pry it, you're going to like break stuff. But for this, there's not going to be a floor, and this is the harder way to do it. So, basically what you have to do is you're going to want to get something with a 90-degree angle, so just a CD case here, or a book or something, and you're going to want to glue it like if you look at the bottoms of this, see how it's like this over like if you look at the bottoms of this, See how it's like this overlaps this one, this overlaps this one, this overlaps this one, and this overlaps that. That's what, so you know what I mean by that? Basically, all you're going to do is put them like this, keeping it a 90-degree angle, and then you're just going to put a dot of glue there to hold the bottoms together. So just put a dot of glue there and just hold it like this. The tops could be like leaning out and crap, it doesn't matter, just as long as, we'll worry about that later, but for right now, just glue the bottom together, the bottoms. Alright, so that's glued together on the bottom, and you're still going to be able to move it, so it's really not going to be a perfect 90-degree angle, but it's better than just guessing. So now we're going to glue the third wall, and remember what's overlapping what. Make sure your walls with the windows on them aren't upside down, because I did that when I built the other house, the green one, and I had to rip it off and fix it. Alright, now that we've got 3 of them, we're going to attach the tops, and then we'll put the 4th wall on. Because of course we can't have the walls going all crazy up at the top, because they're only glued on a little bit at the bottom. So you're going to need to get little tiny pieces, which I've gotten when I was making like the walls, or like the windows and stuff. So just get little pieces like this, and then hold the walls together like they should be. Make them look exactly the same as they do down at the bottom. Put a drop of glue, and then set this thing down just to sort of hold it together a little better. And once the siding's on and everything, and we're ready to do the roof later, we could remove these. You don't have to. So, and it dries almost immediately, so. Okay, so now we can actually lift it up. We've got 3 of them held together, and now we're going to put the 4th wall on. So, and when it has the drywall, or I should say the index card on it, makes it a lot harder, I've noticed. So, and you might need to trim it, so make sure you do that. Don't forget there's going to be siding on the outside too, so you don't want it to get in the way of that. Okay, so I've trimmed both sides, and I'm putting this piece on. So there we go, we've got the frame done. So what now? It's a little wobbly, it's not perfect. We wouldn't have this problem if we had a floor on it, but we don't, so yeah. So now what we're gonna do is put on the things, because if you're putting drywall in there, you're definitely gonna want to put drywall on the ceiling, which it's kind of hard. So we're gonna do that next before we put the siding on. So this is like the first step to roofing, but we're not doing that in this episode. So what you're gonna do is, if it's small like this and one stick will fit across, then you're just gonna glue it like that. You're going to glue a bunch of them. But if not, you're going to want to find a flat surface, put a glob of glue right here, and then stick the next stick like this, push them together, and then push it down on the floor so it's flat. And then you'll have a longer stick. So yeah. So there we go. That's our roof type thing. Now, if you're going to add a second story onto your house, you're just going to glue the sticks across like this. You're just going to glue a bunch of them like that. So that's how you make a floor, and it's very strong. So, and make sure you don't lay them across like this, like flat like that, because then they bend that way. So that's that step, and then you're just gonna try to find a way to put the drywall up there. You might want to do it in like 2 pieces, it'll be easier. So, and then make sure after you did your drywalling in the corners, just run a little bit of glue down the corner, and then when it's still hot, just take your finger and just do that, and it like evenly distributes the glue. So you might need to do it again. And there's no like crease there, and it holds together a little better. So that's that tutorial. And in the next one, I'll show you how to put the siding on and some other stuff with the siding.